Hello everyone and welcome back to my another video. I'm here in Hiiumaa Island right now. Just arrived about 1 hour ago and I'm here because my plan is to capture photos of the red deer. It's the rutting season right now and it's a really awesome time of the year that I'm really looking forward to every year. I don't do much wildlife photography, but this is like really the event that I'm looking forward to, like trying to find those really cool, powerful animals like red deer. And during the rutting season, the stags start roaring, and it's a really powerful event, like to listen or hear them the first time in the middle of the forest or these open fields. And it's a really cool event, and that's why this is one of the few events, I should say, that I like to photograph when it comes to wildlife. So yeah, I'm gonna talk all about it, how I do it and why I do this way I do it, because it's my fifth year now, straight year here in Hiiumaa, and yeah, it was supposed to be really like a rainy evening. It's gonna be rain during the next days, I think, but right now it's sunny, it's perfect, it's really good. So can get some really good light there, I think, when they come to the open fields and stuff. So I'm gonna talk all about it, the more information, because right now it's about 1 hour to sunset. In 15 minutes or something, they might start even roaring already. So I don't know, we'll see. And I'm really excited. I just changed my clothes. I'm gonna put the camo jacket on me and everything, so to like not be really visible. And so one of the reasons why I'm also like really excited this year to photograph the event is like because of this thing. Look at this guy, the Sigma 300 to 600 f4. Yeah, uh, on my Sony A7R5. So it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. So I have never taken photos in this event with such high quality lens like this. So I mean, it's pretty cool. So yeah, big thanks to Sigma Nordic, who sent me this lens to try it out during this event. And yeah, again, really awesome. I'm so excited. So but I'm gonna put some clothes on, take my stuff, and I'm gonna head out there to the field, open field. Let's start listening if any red deer already are in the open fields. I don't know even if you can hear me, but I saw one stag back there somewhere. We're really far away, but he went to the forest. But I also heard the first roaring already. So yeah, it's on. So I think the first time ever I have decided to bring a tripod also, because it's more stable. But we'll see. Maybe I'll just go only handheld with this thing. So but yeah, now I'm in the open field. I'm gonna stay here. I'm just gonna listen and whatever I see, and then I decide what I'm gonna do. And also, I'm not gonna talk too much when I'm on the field. I'm just on the field doing videos to show you, and then when I'm like back in my car, then I'm gonna talk about it, what I was doing and what I was thinking and what I saw. So yeah, because any extra noise here somewhere from me, it's not good in the end, I think. Yeah, because yeah, so let's I'm gonna just wait here and let's see what happens. Yeah, I was as I was on the field, I heard some 2 or 3 roaring back somewhere. I don't know. There was also some open areas. As I know this place a bit, then there are a couple of places where they might be, because like when I kind of like thought about how far they could be, as the roaring came, the sound. So I'm driving there, already sweating, but this reminds me that the event is on. So yeah, I'm gonna arrive there. I'm gonna find some good place to park my car, and I don't disturb them or something, far away a bit, and then maybe I can find them over there and get my first shots. So I'm back in the car, and nothing really happened. I think the first 30 minutes when I got out of my car, didn't hear anything pretty much. And then now when I came into my car, I started hearing them roaring again. But yeah, it's really dark already, so it's impossible to like get any good photos or videos. So yeah, I'm gonna now I didn't mention it before, but I'm staying at my very good friend's place, who has lived here in Hiiumaa for his entire life. So yeah, I'm gonna drive to his place. We're gonna have a little chat, maybe sauna, and yeah, just enjoy the evening, and probably just take it easy. That's the beauty here. Just you're going out evenings and mornings, doing photography, trying to find the red deer, and then after that it's like just chill out, do your own things, enjoy Yuma, and yeah, that's what it's all about, to enjoy the process. So yeah, I'm gonna start driving, and we'll talk to you in the morning. So good morning, and the morning shift of photographing the red deer is now over, I think. So as I was this open field where you see there. I went there in the morning in darkness, heard two stags roaring over there. I didn't see the second one, but the first one went back to the forest, so I followed him. And as I was walking on the edge of the open field, the forest next to me, I found like this little, like a tunnel or something, like a road or something, and he was right standing over there, like a couple of 100 meters from me, I think. So I did like a couple of shots, but ISO 64,000 and 32,000. It's not really what I'm looking for. So, but it was dark. It was hard to photograph the stag. So, but yeah, it was a really cool moment. There are really cool environments over there, and I think right now one stag is roaring actually on that field, like way back there where I was like an hour ago. So I think I'm gonna, car is over there. I'm gonna go to my car, have a little coffee, and then drive to one of the where I think I can leave my car there, and maybe I'll still have a little one more walk, see if I can. Maybe they're just hanging around there or something. They even don't need to roar anymore because I think I know where they kind of are. So just have a walk. Maybe I can see them. And yeah, so far I think I have like covered 8,000 or 9,000 steps. So it's like, as you can see, I'm really like moving around a lot, not staying in one place. So yeah, and it's still no rain. It's cloudy, but the weather forecast is pretty like I don't know. It's a bit weird because it was supposed to rain and like lightning and everything during the night. Nothing happened. So, and right now also I even saw the sun a bit. So I really hope that it goes like that, because it would be really cool. But yeah, I'm gonna go to car then and drive one of the places I was talking about, and maybe I will see them more and get some really cool shots. So as I mentioned earlier, that maybe I'm gonna take a little walk and just check some areas. It turned out to be like not just a small walk, but it added like 8,000 steps to my previously 8,000 steps. So now I'm in 16,000 steps. But yeah, what happened? I was like walking on this like same road like I'm walking right now, and suddenly there was like some kind of open field area, very nice environment, and then suddenly saw antlers just popping up from the landscape, and I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, okay, Erva, you need to think this through now. So I checked my battery, it was 12%, but I always carry batteries with me, extra batteries. So changed the battery, because it would be really stupid to just start changing batteries in the middle of action if like the Red Deer is doing something there, or it's like, yeah, so I don't want to put myself in this position. So, and yeah, I was trying to find a really nice angle for like take photos of him, and I really also thought that maybe he wants to like stand up or something and get a better photo. And then suddenly he did, but he was straight like running to the opposite direction, because I think he really understood that there's something going on, or doesn't like what's going on or whatever. Maybe he got my smell or listened or heard something, or I don't know. and then yeah, I got some photos, shaky video, probably you're seeing it right now, and yeah, I think it was still a cool moment. There was something wrong with his antlers, like one was missing or half missing, or I don't know, broken, or I don't know, maybe he had like some kind of a thing, I don't know how it's called, condition, or I don't know. So, but yeah, cool. And then I started hearing like two red deers also roaring from the distance. I was like, it was like 11, I think, or something like that, clock. And I was like, okay, they're not so far away. Let's try to get more closer. But then in the end, I found out that they're in some kind of a swamp or a bog or like, and I realized also that landscape is really messy, like trees all around it, really like, yeah. So I decided not to go there. And now I'm getting back to my car. It's over there. I think I'm just, yeah, maybe like 4 to 5 kilometers like walked here now. So yeah, but still I think it's like, maybe it's like a learning point here, that if the roaring here just stops, then just still go out, explore some new places, some like landscapes or like locations, because later when the action starts, for example in the evening, then kind of know what's like waiting for me here. So it's yeah, and a lot of stuff happens. So yeah, but now gonna go to my car, drive back to my friend's place, and I think I deserve a little shower. I thought that I share some of my ideas to you. So for now, you probably have kind of like understood like how I like to do it, like photographing the red deer. As you already like saw me doing these things during the evening and during the morning. So I think like overall, like I like to move around a lot, because you rarely like I rarely just go into, like, for example in the evening I go to a near an open field and then just stay there the whole evening, or like in the morning also the same, because I think like when I go out in the evening, I like choose a location, go there, and then I start hearing and listening. And then when I hear the first roaring of the red deer, and then I kind of understand, okay, like I start thinking like how far are they, or where are they? I'm checking the map, like where are those, maybe these open fields or like these places that the red deer would like to be. And then I start moving. Like if I hear someone is really close somewhere in the forest, maybe like a couple of 100 meters away or something like that, or even further away, and then I start moving towards them. In the evening, it's a pretty tricky because the light is against you, pretty much, because like when they start roaring about like half an hour or an hour in good days before the sunset, then when the sun sets, you have pretty much like half an hour or something like that, and then the light is gone. You can't like take any like pictures anymore, because it's just like it's not possible. It's possible, but the quality is not not very good. So it's kind of like that's why I don't like the evening so much. So I love the mornings more because it gets brighter and brighter. But in the mornings, I usually like I go out very early during complete darkness. Then I like choose a spot, drive there, um, come out of my car, like close all the like lights and everything. You have to be really silent, and I started listening. And when I also like hear someone roaring there the stacks, then I start following and going towards them because when it's dark, you can't see them; they can't see you, right? So you have to be like just quietly moving, and but when it gets a bit brighter, you still can't see them, but through your camera, you kind of like already see like where they're moving or like how many are there and so on. So the point here is that I try to get as close as I can to them, hide myself somewhere, and then when it gets brighter, I can take photos. I'm already in a position, and usually it's not like just going some easy terrain or something. I've been in situations where I'm like suddenly like 4 kilometers away from my car. I have like gone through forests and some crazy landscapes. My feet are wet, I'm sweating, but at the same time, I'm all the time I understand that I'm getting closer to the red deer, to the stags who are roaring. As long as they are roaring and giving me information, then it's good. And then when I suddenly like find myself there, I have been like in really cool, found out really cool environments where they are like hanging around, roaring. Females are there. Like this is really fun stuff. So um, and I have some really cool photos about it, and I could like tell, like, I could do a separate vlog about I don't know the red deer stories or whatever. So yeah, and that's how I feel like are the rewards by doing it this way. So I don't mean that I'm the only one doing this like that way. I think there are like photographers everywhere, but I'm just sharing my thoughts. I always talk about my experiences, my knowledge. I'm like not making things up or something to be like some cool guy or whatever. Um, but I think yeah, so it's like 4 years now. I think it's working. That's how I kind of like approach to these um, these beautiful animals. Take some photos of them. So and yeah, if some more ideas pop into my mind, I will share them also later with you. But and yeah, if you also have experiences or something, you have some questions or ideas, then you can like let me know in the comments, and then we can discuss these things. So it would be cool to know also how you do this kind of photography. So but yeah, I think time is now this far that I'm gonna pack my stuff and it's time to head out again. It's my I still have like a couple of evenings and mornings here, so yeah, I'm gonna pack my stuff and head out to the forest to see if I can find some red deer with very big antlers. Yeah.
Unfortunately, this evening pretty much nothing happened. I only saw a couple of red deers really far away and didn't get any photos and videos. And also, the next morning, the rain finally arrived, and it was also super windy, so didn't hear anything and didn't see anything. So no photos and videos, unfortunately. But then it was time for my last evening in Hiiumaa, and it turned out pretty awesome.
Uh, so I have come to a new location. I didn't go back to this location where I had been like 2 mornings and 2 evenings now, because I got a hint from my friend's friend, and he told us that there's like a cool open field here. There's somewhere over like there, big field, and there's been really cool action over there the past couple of days. So like couple of stags, females stags with pretty decent antlers. So I hope that today they will also come out, and uh, and so I can get some really cool shots from the red deer. But it's my last evening here, so I really hope that it stuff happens, because tomorrow morning it's pretty rainy, and today's morning was also rainy and windy. So I kind of heard like 2 times red deer roaring in 3 hours, I think. So it was pretty much nothing. So I don't have big hopes on tomorrow morning. So I really hope this works out today. I don't know, it's nature, but we'll see. So it's like 2 hours before the sun sets. There are clouds, there are some like clear places, some light sometimes over there. So it's I think it's pretty okay. And yeah, I'm gonna chill here a bit, and then I'm gonna start moving from the edge of the field to back there, hide myself. Like you see here, there's like ditches. I can hide there in the ditch, and then if they come out, then I'm in this place, and hopefully it works out. So yeah, fingers crossed, and let's see. Yeah, well, it's the next morning already. So, but yesterday, after the cool moment, I thought that I would do a recap today, because it was so dark outside already, and it was hard to do any video or whatever. So I thought that I would do today, talk about it a bit, and yeah. So yesterday when I went to the open field, then right away from the further side of the open field, there was like really cool tracks like coming from the forest. So I realized that the red deer are entering the area from there. Well, they could like enter the area from other places too, but this was like the most active place as I saw it. So, and mm, then I just stood there in one place. It was like 30 minutes after sunset already, getting really dark. I was kind of losing hope. Oh, I don't know. See, really cool light rays over there. Got some sun. Rainbow was also visible today here. So, yeah, just a side note. But yeah, I was sitting next to like one like tree there, or in the like near the side of the open field, and I was losing hope, and it was getting dark, and I was like, okay, is this the time that I just pretty much go home empty-handed photo-wise? And then it happened. The stag came out not from the left side, was where I was hoping that they are coming out, but the other direction from the right side. Uh, so he was like doing something there, like looking something, and then started coming towards me, straight towards me. So I was like, okay, this was the moment where my like heart started pounding, and kind of hands started shaking a bit, but it was like the adrenaline was like really getting to me. So and got some video, just him walking towards me, and then I started shooting like photos. It was like really close. In the end, like I think I measured the distance, so it was like 35 meters or something like that. So it was crazy. Like I was looking through the lens, and then I switched my like I watched with my left eye, and then I realized like how close the red deer was. So it was really crazy. So, but then he kind of like. Got my smell and ran away. So, but just what are the odds? Like you're making some decisions. You have a really big open field. You can go everywhere, right? So, I chose this place. I stayed there, and then the stag. Somehow it just came towards me. It's, it's pretty crazy. I think like yeah. So sometimes I really like think that the nature gods are on my side, so it's a good thing. So, yeah, really, really, really nice. Got some cool shots, like the really powerful animal, and he was like sniffing around, and like it was really cool. Really nice antlers also, and yeah. But uh, today was the most active morning, I think. It was in this open field. There was someone roaring over there, and then over there. And then I also approached this deer. There were females also. Went through the ditch. I like fell into like I don't know, almost into knee deep, some kind of mud or whatever. But this is how it goes sometimes. And I followed one stag. I didn't see him, unfortunately, but I think I was like also about 35, 40 meters from him in the end. But it was really like this, really bushy, and it was really hard to like. We didn't see each other, so it's kind of crazy. You're so close, but you just can't see. And then I also realized that it's no point going further, so I kind of backed down. I think I stayed there like 30 minutes or something to just maybe he comes out, or like maybe it starts moving, or like yeah, but it didn't happen. And then I realized that it was a rainbow, like I said before, and then I realized that it starts raining soon. So I kind of like the last 100 meters I ran because it was like heavy rain. So yeah, now I'm just gonna drive back to my friend's place, and maybe do some work, look at the photos, and yeah, I think it's it's pretty like it's a pity that I have to go back or like end this journey right now, because I kind of feel like the last evening and today's morning were like pretty cool, like active, got some action, got some photos, and almost like every year, the past 3 years, I think, I really feel like the third or fourth day is really, I think I mentioned that earlier also, like, is the day where you kind of feel like you now understand where the red deer kind of are moving, or how they like work or something like that. But yeah, what can you do? Other life also needs living, so uh, maybe I can come back also next year and stay a bit longer here. So yeah, but I think the video will be like super long already. So yeah, I'm gonna head back and yeah, what can I say? I think like it's the first vlog where I did like a wildlife vlog, try to do it as best as I can. It's kind of really a challenge to film these videos when you have like so much going on, especially during wildlife. And but yeah, I hope you really enjoyed the video, and also let me know in the comments what you think about it, and maybe you have some own experiences about photographing the red deer. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thanks for watching the video, and hope to see you next time.